Cupid and Psyche. It is said that love is blind, yet those who drink from its cup often say the opposite. Love, they say, gives them clear vision, strength of character, and lightness of heart. Yes, love is a strange beast, but not nearly so strange as life itself.
Psyche? Psyche!
Something a young girl and her royal family would soon find out.
Oh, where is that daughter of mine?
Here we are, Father!
But where is your sister?
Oh, Psyche. She's out walking with another one of her suitors.
Oh, that is wonderful. Perhaps this will finally be the one.
I wouldn't count on it, Father.
Why is that? You two have each found a prince as a husband. Why should it be any different for her?
She is far too beautiful. Men fear they cannot keep her. Yes, it is even said that Venus herself is jealous of her beauty.
Bah! The goddess of beauty herself? Jealous?
Jealous? Is that so absurd?
So it would seem, my lady.
And what is your opinion? Is she more beautiful? I see. Fetch me my son, if you can find him awake, that is.
You called, Mother?
My son, I have a job for you. A most important job. As days passed, noblemen arrived from neighboring cities to catch a glimpse of the now famous Psyche. This attention angered Venus, who believed that she, and only she, should be looked upon with such affection. Her plan was simple. Knowing that Cupid's arrows bring either lifelong joy or sorrow, she instructed her son to wound the precious Psyche, and by doing so cause her to fall in love with the most despised and feared creature in all of mankind. But even simple plans can go astray. Still no word from my son?
No, my lady. We have searched high and low for him, but nothing.
Those who wish to remain lost are seldom found. Regardless, his failure is obvious. It is time I took matters into my own hands. Yes, my dear Psyche, rest those beautiful eyes of yours, for tonight the eyes of men will no longer look upon you with favor. From that day forward, not one man came to woo Psyche. Abandoned, too, was their once great city, which fell on hard times. Shops closed, and merchants moved on to better prospects. So strong was Venus's spell that both men and women would turn away from her to avoid being cursed. Not wishing their daughter to live the life of a single maid, the king and queen made a desperate journey for help.
You are quite certain?
The leaves cannot lie. The princess shall never marry a mortal man. She is to be given to the one who waits for her on the forgotten mountain. He is one whom both gods and men fear. This cannot be! I am sorry, my child.
What are we to do?
Escort her to the top of the mountain. Her husband-to-be will come to her and take her as his wife.
But how shall we recognize him?
He will be hard to miss, for he is a dragon. Ah! This isn't happening. It's not real.
Psyche, what are you doing? Where are you going?
It is because of me that the goddess is angry. Give me up, Father.
Psyche, no! Wait!
If I submit to her, then maybe the city will prosper once again.
Don't do this!
You need to let me go, Father. So Psyche ran.
Psyche!
She ran until her feet could no longer carry her. But as luck would have it, fate intervened.
Why do you despair?
Sorry?
All is not as bad as it seems.
What? Where? Who are you?
I am known as Zephyr, the West Wind.
Oh, thank you. That is much better.
You are most welcome. Are you ready?
Ready? Ready for what?
To meet my master, of course.
Your master?
Fear not. You are in no danger here.
Oh, my! Hello?
All that you see is yours, gentle princess. Fear nothing, only command us, for we are here to serve you.
We? Guided by kind spirits, the young princess was given a grand tour of her new palace. Surely, she thought, her husband was no monster, but some wondrous power, invisible like all the rest of the spirits. When night fell, he would come. His voice, the beautiful voice of a god, was the only part of him she knew. Often she would beg him to stay with her through the day, that she might catch a glimpse of his face. But this he would not allow.
Never doubt me, dearest Psyche. Only believe that love is all I ask from you. Trust me.
For many days, Psyche was content. But as time passed, she began to think of her parents and sisters. She wondered if they thought of her as much as she thought of them. One night, her loneliness was too much for her to bear. She begged her husband to let her sisters come and visit. He remained quiet, but did not refuse her request. The next day, Zephyr delivered her a surprise. Oh, I have missed you both so much. You can imagine our surprise after not hearing from you for so long. Yes, we were beginning to fear the worst had happened to you. No need to fear, I am safe. But are you happy? Of course. Why do you ask? You just look lonely. But with a husband who can provide all of this, I'm sure she is not lonely, right, Psyche? After several days, the sisters became jealous of Psyche's good fortune. In their bitterness, they came up with a plan to ruin Psyche and her perfect life. I will not! Psyche, my dear, are you not curious as to what your husband looks like? Of course I am, but I respect his wishes. He is a good and loving husband. How can you be sure? Maybe your dragon husband is just fattening you up for better feast. No, you are wrong. Then prove yourself right and us wrong. Take a lamp and go to him tonight while he sleeps. See for yourself. Take this with you. What? Why? Well, if he is what you say he is, you'll not need it. However, if he is what we know he is, use it, and all his treasure is yours. I just couldn't. Think it over, Psyche. Days passed, and the more Psyche thought about what her sisters had said, the more it all began to make sense, almost like finding the lost piece to an incomplete puzzle. She had to find out.
Oh, Psyche, why did you doubt? Love cannot live where there is no trust.
What have I done? Psyche searched for her loving husband for many days, but could not find him. Heartbroken and ashamed, she could think of no other place to turn other than Venus herself. I come seeking my husband, your son. Please, I need your help. Why do you seek that which you cannot have? I love him. Love? What do you know of love? Without him, I want nothing. I feel nothing. I am nothing. You are foolish, young girl, who is unable to make up her own mind. You are right. It was wrong of me to come. Wait. The only way for one such as you to find your true love is through obedience and service. Service? 3 tasks, 3 simple tasks. Complete them and I will speak to my son on your behalf. What must I do? To be worthy of love, one must be hard-working. Therefore, you must separate everything in this chamber and sort it into 4 neat piles. What? I could work the rest of my life and not complete this large of a task. Which is why you must be hardworking. I expect this to be ready by tonight. Tonight? But this is impossible. Then prove to me and your husband how resourceful you are. As Psyche wept, she noticed slight mounds of grain moving around her in small trails. Ants! A great army of ants popped up from the floor and began sorting out all the grains. For the rest of the day, Psyche and her miniature army worked together to complete the impossible task. Deceitful girl! I'm sorry, I must have dozed off. Are you pleased? Pleased? This is impossible! This is my son's work, not yours. But worry not, you will soon be nothing but a memory to him. Eat this and rest well. You will need it. The next morning, Venus took Psyche to a nearby river bank. Pointing towards the other side, she said, "Do you see the forest on the other side?" "Yes." "It is the home of a flock of sheep, but not just any sheep. These sheep have golden fleeces. To be worthy of love, one must be brave. Your next task is to simply bring me a golden lock from each one of them." "Just a piece of their wool, that's all?" "That's all." "By sunset again, I suppose?" "You're a smart girl. I'll leave you to it."
Have a care, gentle Psyche. These are not normal sheep.
I saw that.
While the sun is high, they are fierce as a wolf. But when the sun begins to set, they rest and dream. Then you may cross and pick their golden locks from the briars and the bushes.
When the sheep fell asleep, Psyche did as the water creature said. She crossed the river and safely picked up all of the golden wool she needed. With her arms full, she waded back across the river when Venus appeared.
Here is your golden fleece. No mortal could have survived this. You have proven yourself to be hard-working and brave, but let us see if you are prepared for what is next.
I would face death itself for my love.
And so you shall. Take this and journey to the land of the dead. There you will ask Proserpina to place some of her beauty in the box and return it to me.
Proserpina? The queen of the dead? Hurry along now. If I must face death to touch love's face once more, it is but a small price to pay.
Wait, Psyche. If you pass through those gates,
I welcome death rather than live my life without my love.
no need. There is another way.
Another way?
Yes. Place the box near the gates. I will have Proserpina fill it with her beauty and return it to you.
Why would you do this?
To keep you from suffering my fate. Take it.
How did you fill it so quickly?
You ask many questions for which there are difficult answers. Take the box to Venus, but take care not to open it.
Thank you. My husband and I both thank you.
Go now.
Despite her best efforts, Psyche could not resist looking inside the box. And it is here she slept until Cupid found her. Love has not forgotten me.
How could I? We are bound by the bonds of love. There is nothing that can keep us apart.
Oh, my love.
Today we bear witness to an extraordinary event. Love has returned after having triumphed over difficulties. All that aside, is there any here who would object to this marriage between Cupid and Psyche? Good. Eve, please.
As the butterfly emerges from its cocoon, so Psyche blossomed from life into immortality. And so it was that Psyche and Cupid were joined in life's eternal bliss. For love, you see, is strange, but not nearly as strange as life itself.